Hello, greetings, and hi. Thanks for tuning in, and it's great to have you here live at the self-service box. The SONAX XTREME Tire and Plastic Cleaner was recently released. Sebastian already had a quick look at it in a first video, in a first application. And it looked quite promising, but of course this wasn't a comparison test to see how it compares to our current favorites. My personal favorite in the tire cleaner category is still the Dodo Juice Pneu Look. And that's why we're going to take a quick look at a comparison in this video, so we can better assess the cleaning power of the SONAX tire and plastic cleaner on the tire. I've got everything prepared here. I have the kneeling pad from Chemical Works with me, which makes working close to the ground a bit more comfortable for me, hopefully. I'm wearing light-colored pants. It would be a bit silly if I just knelt down on the ground here. And with that, we can get started. So we have this Michelin winter tire here. I have a tire cleaning brush from Gegen here, so it's not from either of the two manufacturers, keeping it as neutral as possible. We have a somewhat dirty tire with a bit of browning in it, where we can now see how the two cleaners perform in direct comparison. Let's start with my personal reference. For me, the Dodo Juice Pneu Look is still the one. The best, the strongest, the most reliable, and still reasonably safe, and I have to say right off the bat, the Dodo Juice is quite strong and alkaline, so feel free to check out the safety data sheet for that. That's available on the Dodo Juice website. You'll notice that it's quite strong, which means that when it comes to chemicals that are really, really alkaline or even strongly acidic, we always automatically have concerns, let's say at least, about the safety of the material. Personally, the New Look hasn't caused any damage for me so far, but that should definitely be mentioned as a warning. It has a short time to take effect now. Now let's start with the cleaning. You can already see that. Feature of Dodo Juice is that it does not foam up as much like others, but you can already see how much browning it still removes. And I personally find this lack of foaming very pleasant because I don't have the problem of the stuff splattering everywhere. But it removes a lot of browning. That's quite a lot. Wow, look at how much is coming off. Yeah, I would say so. That's quite a bit. If I spray a little more here, you can see how the liquid runs down. All right. Now I've got an IK pump sprayer with just water in it. Because if I were to clean here with the same brush using SONAX, then I would be distorting the results. That's why I'm spraying or rinsing the brush through quickly now. So that they are clean again for the other side. And now I've just noticed something much, much worse. Now I've talked about the high alkaline value of the Dodo Juice. Now I'm just going to rinse my hands quickly because I'm realizing I'm quite an idiot. Now I finally thought about bringing gloves, to take gloves with me, and then I don't put them on. Well, I actually wanted to be a good role model, and now I've actually forgotten. So I'll take care of that now, because pay attention, please. Also, at home and at the self-service box for your health. At least wear gloves, especially when you're working with stronger chemicals. So we've taken care of that now. The brush has been rinsed. Now I'm taking the SONAX. Shake it up quickly. Spray works. So let's start here. It is, I can't even say liquid because the Dodo Juice is also liquid, but different consistency. And yes, you see, it foams up significantly more. This gives the impression that this one cleans better because the foam is turning brown. But we didn't see that over there with the Dodo Juice beforehand. That's the difference. But first I have to say, cleans well. At least it pulls off some brown stuff from the tire here. And not just a little, I really have to say. But I would say you can really see it here. It's impressive. I would say let's rinse it off quickly here, and then we'll take a look later. Let's check the result. It's not completely dry yet, as you can see, but some spots are already dry. I have to say that so far I see between left and right, between Dodo Juice and SONAX, there are still no big differences. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to dry the tire here in the SD box, because then we would have a visual indicator of how good the cleaning performance was. Instead, we do what is traditionally done when comparing such tires. We're just going to go over it again and see how much browning comes back so we can better assess how much of the browning the cleaner's already pulled out the first time. So we're spraying the Dodo Juice on the left again and noticing that the foam stays whitish at first. We're spraying the SONAX on the right. Here too it stays. It's initially whitish. I'm just rinsing the brush quickly for safety. Very good. So let's start here with the Dodo Juice. Let's look. Well, if anything, it's only very slightly distorted. It's still a bit brownish. A little bit is still coming through. Okay. Then let's rinse it off again. It's a bit loud right now. Here at the SP box, I'm noticing something right now. But hey, that's how it is when you do it live at the SP box. For you. So, right now, when you're doing this to see if any brown stuff comes back, it's really important to rinse the brush well again. Because otherwise it would definitely influence my results. In terms of the results, pay attention to that a bit when you watch comparison tests in other videos. Yes. Even there, something is coming through very lightly. Very slightly. Very slightly, but overall I think it stays whiter here. Now, very important. That could mean two things. That could either mean that the SONAX cleaned better than the Dodo Juice, or that the SONAX is just too weak. And that's why we're going to do the following now. We watch here. Rinsing it off again on both sides. And that's a nice way to check such results. Got it? Now let's do it the other way around. SONAX here. Dodo Juice there. So, brush too. So, and now let's do it the other way around. Oh, look. Now some clearly brown stuff is coming out. Let's brush here. Yes, so it stays white now. It's really staying white now. That's good. The side seems to be clean now. And then we do the other side with the Dodo Juice, where we previously cleaned with the SONAX. Yeah, take a look. Some clear stuff is coming out again. And with that, I think we have a relatively clear result. And to be completely honest, that was also what I kind of expected. If you look at the pH values of the two cleaners according to the safety data sheets, you'll find that the Dodo Juice is significantly more alkaline than the SONAX. Now, it has to be said that pH values don't give us a definitive and comprehensive statement about how well cleaners work. They also don't give us a definitive statement about how safe such a cleaner is. But the higher, as we go into the pH value range, the more extreme it gets. The pH values, in the opposite case, apply the same way for the very low ones. The more extreme they are, the more it allows us to make certain statements regarding cleaning performance, but also regarding product safety. And I think that's exactly how you should phrase this conclusion. The SONAX tire and plastic cleaner is, for me, a relatively safe option for cleaning your tires. But it's not the strongest option. In my opinion, the Dodo Juice cleanses clearly and visibly better. Now, we have to say right away that we already discussed this in another video. We're assessing the cleaning performance based on the brown discoloration and the stuff that's coming off here. Now, of course, you might ask yourself, are these really just surface dirt? And are those the brown discolorations, the antioxidants that are in the tire, which we are removing superficially? Or especially when we use such strong cleaners, those could even be antioxidants that we're pulling out of the rubber. And with that, we would be taking something away from the tire that it actually needs. I had already asked these questions to various tire manufacturers. Unfortunately, I haven't received any answers to this day. I think that will remain a mystery forever. And so I have to say, with this test and this test setup, it's relatively clear to me, but not strong cleaning performance, relatively safe. Very good, very strong, extreme cleaning performance, but probably less safe for tires and other surfaces in the long run. I think that's how it should be left, and that's why you can't give an ultimate recommendation here. Each of you has to decide for yourselves which option you choose. If you found the video helpful, insightful, exciting, and interesting, feel free to give us a thumbs up, support the channel with a free subscription, and tune in for the next video. Hello.